So what's been going on?
I don't even know where to start.
The city of New York, Boricua from the Bronx.
Last time I was here, I think I was just talking about plans. I was gonna create Crossing Mars Media, which I did. And it has its own page now, Crossing Mars Media. And I'm doing, you see, I gave up Madhouse. I turned over the ownership to Janet. She's now the mother of Madhouse. Mad X is not there because I'm not able to manage that. Oh, and I deleted my Smule account. I deleted my Instagram account. I like wiped out the old Mars Cross and just started new with everything. I don't have Instagram. I just have Facebook.
What was the reason for that? Why'd you delete your stuff?
There's just, you know what? There was just too many energies that I did not like, that did not fit in my new journey anymore. So I just wanted to, you know, instead of me just kind of going through it one by one of like who I need to get rid of, because I did that for Facebook. I had like over 400 friends and I just now have 200 because I got rid of a lot. And it was just, you know, spring cleaning. And so with Smule and Instagram, there were too much. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to eliminate the whole thing and start over, you know, and invite those who, you know, like who I really want to be there. So yeah, it was the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I had like over 5K in Instagram. That was just gone. Yeah, I just felt like those accounts were connected to something that I am not anymore. You know what I mean? Like something that I'm just over. There's just like I said, I wanted a clean slate, fresh. Too much drama going on. I just, you know, get rid of it. But yeah, but I almost wiped out Facebook. But see, the thing is, I'm a member of this other group now in Facebook called Friday Night Karaoke, where it's, you know, it's just singing, you post your songs in there and stuff like that. And it's just a community of singers and, you know, make friends with or whatever. And I host a show over there too. So, which is the Behind the Filters. Like I do this, I interview or I chat with people who, you know, who are members. So, but yeah, just that. So
I've thought of doing that as well sometimes, but you know, I've held off. One of my friends told me that I've basically made my Instagram account kind of get killed by posting so much on the feed. So she said that you post so much that Instagram kind of flags you as a spam account and then they don't put you to the front. So it kills your account. So
I never knew that they do that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either.
Yeah.
Hence why I would post 20 times a day. So she said, if you want to post, put them on the stories, go crazy on the stories. But on the feed, right? On the feed, only post once a day at most, and only post that thing that contributes value. You know, if you're trying to monetize and grow your stuff. So I haven't posted in like 2 or 3 days on my Instagram feed.
Do you do reels? Like when I discovered reels, that's where I mostly post is like, you know, doing reels or stories, and then I'll post some stuff. I mostly share stuff on my page now. My personal page has turned into you know, something else. I don't post my kids as much because I don't want them exposed to the public. So when I post something about my kids, I always make sure that it's limited to friends only who can see it, and then the rest are public because I turned it into like a professional account, my personal. So
we're all on our journeys, you know. I mean, ever done a sound bath?
Yes, with the bowls.
Yeah.
I've done that. I know. I've been doing a lot of like, you know, inner work. It's called shadow work. So
that stuff is called shadow work?
Well, not with the sound bath is different. Those are just like if you want to meditate and you just want to hear that sound and kind of it awakens your chakras and all that stuff. But with the shadow work, you dive into the source of your fears, your anxieties, what triggers you. Let's say, why are you always jealous? When did this start? So now you have to like really look in your childhood, and you have to, in order to do a successful shadow work, you have to be honest with yourself. You gotta say, yeah, I am a fucked up person. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that. I did this. I did that. I did this for this, and I did that for that. You just got
I've
like
never heard of
it
that.
takes.
I'll have to look into it.
Oh, look into it. There's a lot of videos about it. People do it differently. I have my own. My daughter actually gave to me like my own set of questions to ask myself. Because it's diving into your into your trauma, basically. So you gotta make sure that you're ready for that. Because sometimes I'm like, damn. Like I look at like my choices back. There's a pattern. Like your choices, your decisions, your the way you deal with things, it has a pattern. There's always like a theme to it. The people you choose to be around with, there's a theme to that. Why are you choosing those people? Why are you attracted to them? Why do you attract them? What is going on with? That's how you know if you're in the right mind. If you look around you and see who's surrounding you, that's where your mindset, that's where your energy is. If you say, shit, these people are like talking a lot of shit about other people, I'm not into that. Well, they have something that you are, projecting, because obviously, you're drawing them in. So, and that's how you can, determine what kind of state you're in, is look at the people that you are, are surrounding or trying to talk to you and stuff. So,
well, I draw mostly good people, so I guess that's that's a good thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
I don't, I call trauma my demons. I call them my demons, and I have quite a few myself that I work through. Still working through, still figuring it out.
Yeah, a lot of people want to kill their demons, but for me, there's this quote from Virginia Woolf that I really love. Says, to kill my demons, my angels will die too. So it's not about killing the demons, it's making friends with them, understanding them, because demons are actually just your inner child wanting to be hugged.
Yeah, I my demons sleep. It's kind of how I metaphorize it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
did you name them?
sleep. No, they have identities, but not names. Like, there's a demon for this scenario, a demon for this scenario, and every once in a while I'll call upon them. Let's talk. Let me feel this. I'll awaken them. Sometimes they come when I'm sleeping. Sometimes they come uninvited when I'm awake. So they're always there. And you ever saw Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? Jim Carrey?
I heard about it. People have been recommending for me to watch that, and I haven't. Like, you erase it. Like, I think you did talk about it in the last interview too.
Probably.
Yeah. Like erasing. Yeah.
Yes. So I wouldn't do it, because then it changes who I am. If you erase those experiences, even if I say I want to get rid of this ex who gives me pain, well, in doing so, then some lesson that I learned and some evolution that came from it, I probably would lose that too. Yeah.
So the things that you remember are the things that made an impact, an emotional, not necessarily the person, but emotional impact. Those are the ones that remains in your head. It's the one that made an emotional impact to you. Those are the ones that your brain remembers. So, and then, and it relates to that experience, and it relates to the physical, whatever happened. But your brain filters out unnecessary shit. That's why you don't remember much of some other things that happened, because it didn't make an impact. You didn't have any like an emotional, reaction to it or whatever. So those get, so your brain does it for
Pretty
you.
good
You know,
job.
the things that you don't. Yeah, it doesn't. You don't really have to do much, but yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because there's a lot of things I would like to remember, you know, that I can't remember, and I'm sure they're in there, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to access them. What did it feel like to be free? You know, like to just be free, to just, you know, before all these things started to pile on and create this weight and create this like scarring, you know, like what did it feel like to not have that?
It was a bliss. You were because you know what, because you were limited on awareness, so everything was possible, you know. Once you become aware of things, once you know shit, there's no going back of like unknowing. Unfortunately, that's like the price they pay for knowing shit, you know. And like and you can't like really, you know, unknow things.
Yeah,
But
I would like to remember what that felt
remember,
like.
smoke some weed.
I'm sure it's the whatever defense mechanisms, you
Yeah,
know.
your brain is probably protecting you from. Sometimes you don't remember shit because your brain knows you're not ready to handle it, so
Yeah,
it
I'm sure
suppresses it.
you know, there's defense mechanisms there that are protecting, and you know, every once in a while, you know, things like yoga will bring it out. I'll be doing yoga and start sobbing, and I'm like, the fuck did this come from? You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, what the hell
Well,
is
do
this?
you
You know?
remember, like, if you were to name the feeling, what would it be?
Which
The
feeling?
first times, the ones that you're trying to remember, like the first times of everything.
Well, peace.
Uh-huh.
You know, peace, tranquility. You know, not being on guard all the time. You know, just a
Yeah.
feeling of peace. You know, being able to just feel. Right. I don't feel. You know, I mean, that's not fair to say. I feel.
But you don't.
Right. But I
But you
don't
don't feel
feel as
peaceful.
purely as, you know. Well, even like.
You want to be a child again. You know what? You want the innocence back.
Even fucking. Right. Right. It's like you don't let go like before when you were pure, because there's so much shit that has occurred over the years that there's hangups there too. You know what I mean? Like it's fucked up, but I want to get rid of that shit and just be able to enjoy and completely like immerse myself in whatever it is that I'm doing, you know. And
Why
I
can't
don't
you?
I don't
And
know.
why not?
Yeah, I don't really, I don't know, you know.
What are
I
you afraid
mean,
of?
I don't know.
Well,
I
then
mean,
when you figure that out,
this is the stuff that,
I'll
you
send
know.
you my bill, by the way.
You know, this is the stuff that has to be kind of worked out and figured out, like, you know.
Yeah.
Just I mean, in general, like and I'm aware of it though, you know, and that's a big
a good
thing,
thing.
you know, that I'm
It's a good
aware of
step.
it, you know. I've gotten better, you know, like I've gotten better and I catch myself, and you know, that's a good thing because it's at least I'm aware of it.
That it takes a lot of work, and it's an everyday practice to do that, not to be anxious of like, because I have anxiety. I think of shit that I shouldn't even be thinking about, so I have to really force myself to come back to now, you know. And so I start just looking at like 5 things around me that's like, you know, like I notice things like, okay, there's a laptop in front, just so it breaks the cycle in my brain, you know. I'll like look at like things around me just to bring me in the present. Okay, so I have this lamp here, I have like this water bottle here. So like once you start doing that, you're in the present, you know. So, and because you're not thinking about anything else, you're thinking about what's in front of you now. And then but don't start narrating things like, I have the computer here, I have the paper. Oh shit, the bill's there, and now I can't pay for my bill. I mean, like, just don't fucking go there. Just start, being aware of like what's around you, the trees, whatever, the sound that you're hearing. That should like break the cycle of like thinking of other bullshit. Yeah, we tend to do that. It's human thing.
Yoga has been helping me a little bit with that.
Have you heard of Abraham Hicks?
No.
Okay. Joy, inspired by Joy. Well, she had turned me on to her, and ever since I started listening to her, it changed my fucking life. It can I cuss here? I'm sorry, I didn't even.
Yeah, curse the fuck away.
Abraham Hicks, she talks about like energy and vibration and love, attraction, all that stuff, the source, the vortex. I mean, she, like she's not anti-religion, but she's just explaining your existence, like what does the universe run on, like what are we running on really, what is the meaning of connections, what is the meaning of like the things that are happening around you, that you are really of your reality. You are. It took me a while to like really accept that, because I had to practice it. You have to practice like being aware all the time of your feelings, because you do create your own scenarios. You create what everything that's happening around you is because you invited it. And you're like, I didn't invite, your energy did, but I'll send you links like in one of her talks, the more there's a link actually. I mean, there's a video that kind of explains a general idea of like what she is, who she is, and what she believes in. I'll send you one and see if it's something that you might, you don't have to change belief. You don't have to change religion. You don't have to fucking convert. This is just one of those mentors that you can listen to and see if it's, perspectives that you can jive with, She's like along the lines of, I don't know if you know him. I listen to like, like the gurus. What's his name? Wayne Dyer. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I gotta send you. Yeah, I'll send you.
Yeah, I'll
stuff.
check them out. I'm open to it. Like, I mean, shit, I just went to a sound bath. You know what I mean? And my first.
That's relaxing.
Yeah, I mean, when I was told about it, I was like, oh, fucking do that hippie shit. But the crazy thing is that apparently an hour passed, and I only perceived about 5 minutes. And the dude was like, that's because time is a construct, and you were outside that construct, and you were like in that zone, in that realm. You went wherever it is that
you went 5D.
You went, I was like, word. I was like, you sure I just didn't doze off? Like, and
well,
he's like,
you could have, I mean, because sleep is really shutting down your brain. It's not about shutting your eyes or whatever like that, but it's really just, that's what rest is.
I thought it was pretty damn interesting. I want to try it again,
Yeah, time is fluid. It's relative. Like where you went, time didn't exist.
Yeah, it was trippy. So I do want to try it again. And they said they do it every like this was I think the fall equinox or winter solstice. I don't know, some
Mercury retrograde. Have you heard of that?
Well, yeah, but I hear people say that whenever bad shit is happening to them. That's what they say. They're like, well, Mercury's in retrograde, I'm gonna have a bad day. It's like, whatever, dude.
They already said it. Like, whatever you wanna, like, because you when you speak it and you expect it, it's gonna happen. You find what you're looking for, basically.
I don't know about that. I don't know,
I mean, because okay, we see things when we like to relate things in tangible things. It's not the tangible things, it's the experience, it's the feeling, that's what you're inviting. It's not like, when you say, oh, I want a boat. Why do you want a boat? Is it so you can feel accomplished, so that you can feel people envy you, so you can feel, then do something, similar to that. Do something that will make you're on top of the world. I just had a talk about this actually last night, I think. But it's the feeling, like when you say I'm gonna have a bad day, you're gonna experience some shit that will piss you off during that day, because that's what you're expecting. So of course you're gonna be like on guard, So
I wonder about that a lot. You know, like what we're projecting and stuff. But you know, even with that, yoga has been helpful because you know every time we go in, they're like, you know, set an intention. And every time I do that, I always say heal, 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 heal. You know, I want to heal. I want to improve and heal, not be in pain. You know, like those are the things I say to myself. So maybe I'm manifesting it somehow or whatever, you know. I don't know. I don't, you know.
Well, manifestation is, you know, is really just things that we are emanate. What is that when you projecting out?
Yeah,
Like,
emanating.
Yeah, that's
that might
what will
be
manifest. What you focus on will manifest.
emanating. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the universe or God or any deity you believe in, the entire, you know, like world, galaxy, whatever, they don't speak in languages. Everybody speaks in vibrations. That's what the universe understands. That's what the source understands. That's, if you believe in God, that's what God understands. God doesn't speak Chinese, English, whatever. He speaks vibration. So if you vibrate in a lot of negativity all the time, God's gonna think you must enjoy that, because in God's eye, there's no right or wrong. There's no bad person. There's no, because the bad and good, it's people's perception. It's humanity that decided that. Religion, humanity decided that. You know, I know this is gonna be like, but the source, the God, the spirits, you know, whoever you believe, the actual, you know, maker, higher power, whatever, everybody's equal. Everybody has the ability to manifest. Everybody is freaking equal, you know, and whatever you're vibrating on, that's what you enjoy, and that's what's it's going to be given to you. So let's say you're always making bad choices, you're always going to get into shit, and that in the people's eyes, that makes you bad. But in the universe, it's giving you what you want, you know.
Right.
So if you look at people who make you know, like the 1%, the 1%, they know how to fucking, they don't have time to be petty and all that shit. If you like, they just enjoying life. That's all they want to do is enjoy life. They hire people to fucking solve their problems, you know. They know how to manifest. They know how to, you know, get people to, you know, to collectively feel a certain way for it to manifest. Look at the media. Why do you think shit's happening? It's because we are being fed shitty shit every day on television. So of course people are gonna be fearful. So that's what the world is emanating to the universe, is fear. So we're experiencing a lot of fear because that's what people are, you know. It's a powerful thing. The energy is a powerful thing. So, but yeah.
Well, it's trippy. You got to be careful with that, you know. You know, I tried.
I gotta let you hear because like she explains it better, and it'll make more sense, you know. Because for me, I had to like really understand it. We watched things over and over, and then started digging into like different you know, belief and stuff like that. Because like if you like meditation and the sound bath and all that stuff, it's good. You're already like, you're in it, because that's what's gonna require is for you to tune out your mind and tune into, you know, to yourself, really, because that's what's important. Like technically other people's shit shouldn't even affect you.
Yeah, and that's tricky too, but
yeah, it is,
we're working
because you
on
just want
that
to
as
choke out a
well.
motherfucker sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
You
You
know.
know, and somebody was irritating me yesterday, and I I was taking a shower, and I was thinking about how I responded or my lack thereof, and I was getting angry at myself because of it. You know, because I felt I didn't take a firm enough stance.
I don't like being pissed, you know, and then don't. I don't like thinking about them, then don't. Let it go. It's hard, yes, but it's still your choice. I mean, you're letting a guy, you're bringing a guy in the shower with you.
Yeah, apparently. You know,
the best response really, if you have no response, just ignore them, see past through them. That's the worst, because they become irrelevant. Don't let people fucking bother you.
I don't like creating discomfort. I don't like creating, you know, negative shit and stuff, but it's happening, right? The fact that you're not aware of it and you're living your Saturday without thinking about it, but I'm over here bringing you into the shower, it's already happening. So fuck it, let me bring you into the fray. You know what I mean? Why should I be the only one carrying it? So, you know, if he does it again, I'm gonna be like, yo, man, you play too much, bro. Like, not relax, you know, like chill out, bro, because you're starting to fucking irritate me. you know, you know.
You just said, you know what's ill? Your attitude.
Yeah, it's like, hey, listen, man, I'm a paying client, all right? Shut the fuck up. You know, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that person, you know? I don't want to be that
but sometimes
person, but
if you gotta lay your boundaries, you know, like you gotta say, don't fuck with me.
yeah.
I'm not that person. We're not friends.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. He's a little too comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
He's a little too comfortable.
When I get messages that, like, you know, that I know that it's just not gonna be a good connection, I don't even hesitate. I put them on block so they can. Yeah. I've it's something that I had to do for myself, is not worry about other people. Like, so what if they're being an asshole? I'm not gonna complain about it. I just block them. There's really no need to fucking hash it. No need to like fucking talk about it. No need to like complain about it. Just get rid of it. You don't like it, get rid of it. That's my thing. If I don't like it, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm not even gonna ask permission, you know. And I learned that from, you know, from a good friend of mine too, because he's like, I don't have time for this shit. It's block. Yeah, like, it's true, because it is it's your well-being, it's your mental health, it's your life. You know, you get to say who's in it and who's not.
I mean, even that story I was telling you about that guy pissing me off, you know, I know where that comes from. That comes from when I was younger, getting picked on all the time and being humiliated in front of the class in school and being humiliated in front of everybody and being incapable of doing anything about it, you know? Whereas now, here's this guy and he's, for all intents and purposes, embarrassing me in front of, you know, a bunch of people.
That's the question I want to ask. Why did it embarrass you?
Well, it's ego. This guy thinks you're a fucking bitch. He thinks that he can do this shit and it's cool. It's all good and nothing's gonna happen. You should knock his teeth out. Now, this is the thought process that goes through my head. Of course, I never act on it, you know, and I don't even verbally or outwardly display the level of reaction that's going on in my head, you know, but it all ties back to way back when I was a child, you know.
Can I give you a different perspective of that situation?
Sure.
If I would have seen it, I didn't see it as you being humiliated. I see it as more of him desperate. I'm like, you are so like like he is so you know, like he lacks so much self-confidence that he needs external things just for him to feel big, just for him to be noticed, because he's not enough. He thinks he's not enough to create a joke or a humor or something that would get the attention of others. That would be, he needed you, he needed other things, you know, to do that. And that's a weak fucking mentality, you know, to use somebody just to get attention. So it means you're more like higher consciousness than he is. He doesn't get it. He needed you for him to feel important. So that means you're more important. Does that make sense?
I see that. Yeah, no, for sure. I see that.
If you see it as like, you poor thing, you feel like such a loser that you need me to team up with you just for you to be relevant. You know, like that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
What bothers you more, what he said, or that you couldn't tell, you didn't say what you wanted to say to him?
I think it's more the fact that it was done in front of
in
other
public.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capricorns don't like that. Don't fucking embarrass us in front of the people. I
Yeah,
get it.
that's
I get
that's
it. Yeah.
that's part of it. And the fact that I didn't address it, I didn't like my response, you know. But even now, as I think about it,
Yeah.
I can't come up with a good, quick-witted response.
You're not in that energy. He's low vibrational. You're not vibrating. You can't relate to him because it's low vibrational. For him to do that is really he's not at a level where you're at, because you are still conscious of, like, you know, you were sensitive enough not to, like, you know, you had integrity. You didn't want to fucking return that stupid shit that he gave to you. You actually, you know, stood up and said, you sure, you gave him, like, you know, like a basic response or whatever. So what? And it's actually a good thing that you didn't match it, because you can't. He's lower. The vibration is low. Somebody who fucking does that, like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? You come back when you're smart, you know. So like shit, like I always have to ask, like, do I want this person to feel stupid, or do I want him to be educated, or do I do both in one response? You know, like, those are, like, I think about when I make a response. Quick-witted, I guess I've been insulted so many times that I kind of got practiced. You like, sometimes when you observe, no, I shouldn't be telling you guys my secrets. Like, how to study people. Like, people will tell you who they are if you just allow them to talk. But you know what? And there's a way where, like, you talk a lot, right? And you know that people are trying to, like, you know, find out. There's a way to also say a lot, but actually reveal little. You know, yeah. You gotta learn that tactic. It's important, especially if you're you know, in the public eye.
Yeah, there's still a lot to learn, and unfortunately, by the time I get it all, probably I'll be dead.
Stop blocking it. So you're already blocking. What the fuck? Don't do that. Say you're gonna do it. Like, I want to do it, but there's gonna be I'm gonna go there, but, you know, I'm gonna go, like, I want to go to the bathroom, but I'm probably gonna trip on the way. What the fuck?
I'll probably be dead by the time I do it.
Do it now. Yeah, like, if you notice, talk to anybody, ask them what they want to do. They'll give you an excuse why they can't do it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, and that's why
I
they're
think
in the same spot.
that's a cop out. You're giving yourself a cop out in case you fail, you know, and that again comes back to ego. You know, it's always ego.
Yeah, it's ego. It's once ego takes the driver's seat, oh, nothing. You're gonna make bad decisions, and you're probably gonna create more shit that you didn't need, because the ego is saying, I exist, I'm important. That's what the ego is. That's it. I exist. I'm important. Yes, you are, but other shit is more important than you are. Sit the fuck down, you know, kind of thing. Not you. I'm talking to the ego. We please stop moving. No, but yeah, that's the ego. You just gotta, like, you know, yes, you exist. So are other things. You gotta sometimes, yes, talk to it. Because if you feed it, if you keep stroking it, of course it's gonna get big. Anything you stroke gets big. Exactly. Yeah. Shit. I stroke my own ego. I mean,
yeah, I stroke my ego too all the time.
I mean, who else can do it better? But, like, you know, only you know yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is very important to learn. Those are one of the things that you gotta learn. It's like how to stroke your own ego, so you don't have to depend on others to stroke it for you, because sometimes they don't know how to stroke it.
Yeah, or they don't want to stroke it.
They don't want to stroke it. They want to choke it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not the good one either, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody, yeah. And people project their thing, their hatred towards you. It's like, it's really, they hate themselves. But you are a representation of it, because you probably possess something they either hate about themselves or something they want or wish to possess. And people hate on things that they don't quite understand yet. So the default feeling of it is, I don't like it. But really, what don't you like about it? You haven't tried it. You don't know anything about it. Well, why are you making judgment on something you don't know? Like, I can't fucking make judgment on an airplane that I don't know how to fly. I can't say like, oh, that engine is better than I don't know nothing about it. So it's not, yeah. So that's why, like, when people don't like you and they don't know you, it's not valid because they don't know you. They don't know your man. They haven't even spent time with you. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
like,
I used to try to win them
like
over.
opinions. Why?
Yeah. Well, I want everybody to always like me, you know, but I don't.
Why?
You know, well, that's probably insecurities, you know, and it goes back to survival mechanisms from childhood, you know. But
Yeah.
these days, I'm like, well, I only barely have time for the people I like that I already know.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna waste my
Do you-
time trying to win you over when I don't even
Exactly.
know you, or I might not even like you? And there's people that I like that I know that I don't even have time for.
Yeah.
You know,
And you know,
so nowadays,
why does
you
it
know,
even matter? That's the question.
I was
Why
like
does it
this,
even matter?
fuck them.
Do you like
You know,
yourself?
I could
Ah,
do,
you see that
I could,
hesitation? You see that
yeah,
hesitation?
you know, I could do a better job at that, I think, you
You
know.
think? Do you
Yeah.
want to, or you kind of like, I don't really want to spend, you know,
Well,
or is it?
I think I'm doing the things to, you
It's
know.
either you like yourself or you don't. So right now you don't. What can you change to, like, you know, what can you adjust for you to like yourself? Because you obviously know what you don't like. Because, you know, the only reason why you don't like yourself is there's something that you don't like about you. Then those are the things that you got to work on. So, you know,
Yeah.
am I going too deep in there?
I think those are better suited for private conversation.
I know, right? So those are the
You know.
questions that you're gonna ask
You
yourself.
know, yeah.
You don't have to answer it here, but you know, I'm just saying those are, like, you know, the things that worked for me. Actually, it's like, why, you know, if I think people, like, if once I have this thought of like, is he mad at me, or I don't think they love me anymore, or it's because that's what I'm feeling about myself. It's not them. It's me. Like, why don't I like myself right now? You know, like that. I always travel inward. I never, when something irritates me out there, I travel inward because I ask myself, why is it irritating me? What is it about it? Because it has nothing to do with me. I'm detaching myself. If I were to involve them and try to figure them out, I'm attaching myself to the freaking poison. Why would I do that? So I like to remove myself and just travel inward and leave that alone. I don't give a fuck about that. So I don't even process that. That's what I want to know is, why did it bother me? Why was wrong? Detach. I don't, you know, because if you try to figure out the other person, you're attaching yourself to them. You're connecting it. You know what for me, what my intention really is, you know, I'm separate from you. I'm separate from them. I'm separate from everybody. You know, I'm there's no strings. There's no attachment. So why would I want to attach myself? Why would I want to fucking include myself in their story? I don't want that. They suck. Let me travel inward. You know, yeah. It's too much work. Why? I mean, if you think about it, something irritated you, but then why are you keep fucking tying yourself there and just following them around, trying to figure them out? No, detach. Leave them where they are. Just, why did that irritate me? Then, you know, and all of a sudden, watch, once you figure it out, like, why did that, they don't even matter. It's gonna be the experience that you're gonna remember of, like, why. It's not about the person. It's like it's the circumstance, and it'll be a lot easier to accept, because whatever happened to you in that yoga thing, it had nothing to do with you. It's that was their shit. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. So, you know, to involve yourself again in that, it's putting yourself in their narrative, whatever they're going through. It had nothing to do. If you look at things like it's nothing personal, like, don't take everything personal. It's people do shit because they want to do shit. They make choices because they make choices. It has nothing to do with you, even if they say it does. No, because it's a cop out. You know, when they blame other people. I did this because you did this. Fuck you. You didn't have to. You had a choice. you wanted to do it. That's always like, because if you didn't make me angry, I wouldn't have slapped you. Bitch. That they always, because people don't like to take responsibilities for their bullshit. That's what it is. That's why they always bring somebody else in. Because nobody wants to look at themselves as because they go into this inner child of like, I'm gonna get in trouble that's what we do. We blame others. I didn't do it. They did it. That's your inner child talking, being afraid of being judged. So you bring other people in to your crutches. That's weak. You fuck up, fucking stand on it. Admit it, because that's braver. Admit it, correct it. You gotta wake up, own up to it, and then what did I say? Wake up, wow your woes. Like you gotta wake up for the W, you gotta own up, and then you gotta wise up.
Wow your woes.
By the way, it's being discussed at Crossing Mars, and you can find it page. like a cheap promotion. Don't forget to subscribe. No. Let me bring my merchandise. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have one. I was gonna have one, but then I decided not to go there.
Maybe you could. You do a little doll or logo with your hair and makeup and stuff. Like your likeness.
This is. I have my logo, my logo stickers. It's a small one that I do, but look, that's the X that you see. That's a sticker. Yeah, that's my logo. This was actually my youngest daughter. Like she had this idea, and this was the M's were like one side she did it and the other side I did it. So this is a handwritten logo.
Tell
follow me. There's like Mars Cross. I only have Facebook, so just Mars Cross on Facebook and Crossing Mars. Just thank you so much for having me here. This was fun. Stop inviting people in your shower. So fun. You're wasting your yoga membership.
I know.
Go get a bowl. Ding. Yeah. Your wife is like, what happened to our bowls? And you're in the bathroom.
Yeah. Fuck him.
All right. Okay, this is gonna be another freaking. Okay, go. We're gonna go. I'm gonna disconnect. Bye. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
You are listening to the NYC Talking podcast. www.nyctalking.com. Please like NYC Talking on Facebook. Please follow Angel R Talk on Twitter and Instagram. We are NYC Talking, the realest lifestyle blog ever. Thanks for listening.